Howdy folks, Wes here, CraftBeerGeek, doing something a little bit different today. There is a social networking beer drinking app that I've been using lately, and they have different badges for drinking certain numbers of beers and certain types of beers and drinking in certain places. And it's a fun little app. It's called Untappd. It's UNTAPPD. Sort of looks like this. But basically, it's like Foursquare, Gowalla, where instead of checking into a place, you check into beers, and it's kind of fun to follow your friends and see what they're drinking, and they see what you're drinking, and it's just a fun little app. It also suggests other related beers to what you're drinking. It's just a fun little app to do. So, one of the badges is called a 6-pack badge, where you drink 6 of the same beer in a row within a week. And that's what I've been working on this week. I wanted to get that badge, so I bought a 6-pack of the Dale's Pale Ale. And as you see, I've drank 5 already in the past couple days, and this is my 6th. I'm getting ready to drink it, so I'm going to go ahead and check into this. I'm going to check in, and I did get the 6-pack badge. That's cool. So that one's done. And if you're interested in using Untappd and you want to follow me, my name is Wesley, W-E-S-L-E-Y, just like the normal spelling. And you can find me on there and follow me and see what each of us are drinking. Anyway, I do want to do a review of this Dale's Pale Ale. Just barely fits in this tulip glass. But yeah, I was trying to think of something that I wanted to drink 6 of in a row, and kind of thought about it and decided that the Dale's Pale Ale was a good choice. I hadn't had it in a while, and just wanted to really get a good idea of what it's like. So as you see, it's quite clear, sort of a light amber color. I poured it kind of easy just because it doesn't fit in this glass too well, so I didn't get much head off of this. For the aroma, sort of a sweet caramel, malty aroma with a very light citrusy aroma as far as hops. It's not real strong citrusy, it's not grapefruity, it's just sort of light citrusy, lemon limey kind of thing going on there. So let's go ahead and give this a taste and see what we think. It's got a nice medium body to it. I don't know if I said this, but Oskar Blues is out of Longmont, Colorado. So this is, I guess, technically a West Coast IPA. Or really just more of a pale ale. It's not super hoppy like an IPA is, but it's definitely got a nice amount of hops to it. Comes in at 6.5% alcohol by volume. And Oskar Blues is one of the known craft beer companies for starting the whole idea of canning craft beer, which is really good, especially for things like IPAs that are really sensitive to light, or pale ales that are sensitive to light. Canning is a really good way to package these. Keeps the beer nice and fresh and away from the light. Drinking's sort of about the same. It's you get a nice malt caramel taste with just a little bit of citrusy flavor in it, like you maybe squeezed a lemon in there or something. It's really nice, refreshing. So it'd be good on a hot day. This would be really good if you were going somewhere where they didn't allow glass containers. You could just bring these and nice, refreshing beer for outdoor type activities. I think that's kind of their marketing idea for this beer in particular, is just sort of an outdoorsy type beer that's better than typical macro beers that you're gonna find in a can. I think a 6-pack of this was about $10, so it's pretty reasonable. $1.50 a piece or so. Very reasonable price. Pay for a good quality craft beer. And like I said, if you're going somewhere outdoors where you either don't want to have to deal with glass bottles or they don't allow glass bottles, this is a really good choice for that. It's not knocking my socks off in any way. It's not really an amazing beer. It's just a good, solid, well-brewed pale ale. So I think I'm about ready to rate this. Like I've had 5 of these before already, so I kind of have a good idea of what I think of this beer. And I'm gonna give it kind of a low rating, just because it's not really wowing me in any way. It just it's a good beer. I've been kind of on the fence between a 6 and a 7, and I think I'm going to give it a 6. If we are rating it just against beers that are in cans, then it would get a much higher rating. But just against other pale ales, this is not amazing in any way. It's just kind of a little bit above average. So a 6 is kind of where I'm at on this. But it's still quite an enjoyable beer. I said 6 is not bad at all for me. I mean, if I was going outdoors where I wanted to have cans instead of bottles, this would be at the top of my list. It was at the top of my list to try to grab something in cans. And it's a good choice for a certain type of situations where you want to have cans. I'm Wes, your Craft Beer Geek. I don't drink bad beers. You shouldn't either. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.